Word around the block is Shinku is garbage, guys. Yo, chill, bro, chill. Bro, it's genuinely too early for that. Why I'm skipping Shinku, I'm not happy, and neither should you. Okay, so, I mean, Shinku is out. This man is on the CN version. I don't know how to say his name, and we will not be butchering that name. But let's see what he has to say. I seen some comments saying that you kind of needed a dupe of her or something. So let's just get into this immediately, because I need to know, because bro, I'm pulling her. Like, see, this just goes more into what I was saying though. Iori is a must pull, and it's so crazy is they made Iori a must pull, but not Shinku. But either way, let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? Non-Pawn here.
So that's how you say his name, Non-Pawn. Non-Pawn. I'm gonna forget this name, by the way. I failed English and I failed math, and honestly, I'm probably just a failure in life. Keep it a buck. But either way,
this isn't exactly a video I wanted to make, but I felt like it was a video that
bro, I'm about to download the CN version.
And I'm not gonna hold back my punches. I'm gonna give you my full opinion on how I feel about Shinku right now. And you know how you feel about opinions. You might like them, you might hate them, but overall, this is just my first impression of Shinku right now. I'm open to being wrong. Maybe in the future, you know, things could change, but you can probably already tell where I'm going with this. So,
all right, this is not going to be good, fellas. Not going to be good. But honestly, I said this, bro. Like, if you already have a whole team, you got Nanali, Hattori, GUN, you don't need her. If you already got Chaos, a whole DBS team for him, you don't need her. I'm sorry, bro. Even if you have Chiz, you probably don't need her. That's a sad thing, but I don't know. Let's see what he has to say.
All my details here on the list here. I don't really have a script just to keep me on track here, but we'll kind of just go from there. I'll give you my full, honest thoughts on how I feel. Let's go ahead and just talk about Shinku in general. Outside of gameplay and everything, I think she's definitely got the best character designs we've ever had. Love the big dragon tail, love the dragon horns and everything. Peak character design, peak
character design, peak animations, peak voice actor, peak everything, peak everything. She's the best. Somehow they upped the Tori, like somehow.
Very nice outfits, actually, the best in the game, above anything else, honestly, and that's what really pulled me in with her. I'm not gonna lie. But then when I got to play her a bit on the servers, it was always like a tiny crack. Like, these cracks kind of just added up of things that really just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like a tally mark. And they were like slow but steady, but eventually they kind of just all piled up to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to be negative, but I'll give you the full picture here.
All right, let's hear it.
All bad, right? I'm not gonna be all bad and just, you know, tackle her for no reason, just let you know, like, oh, it's terrible, right? It's not all doom and gloom. It's not like that. The best thing about her life skill is that she basically has increased run speed.
Yeah, that is one good thing, that she does have the increased run speed, which for me personally, I think that's good, because I'm not trying to, like, unironically, even though I do have the car, the Porsche collab car, yes, I did spend an arm and a leg for it. Worst decision I made of my life. That doesn't mean I'm trying to use the car everywhere, but at the same time, she's definitely not gonna be faster than a car. It's really just for like short run distance stuff, like, because like sometimes you could teleport somewhere but it's not close, so like that's what I'm saying.
From point A to point B very quickly without having to call a vehicle over. It does drain your stamina quite a bit. She can wall run, although she cannot wall jump while running. So Nanolay would be perfectly fine. She's not going to power creep Nanolay in that regard.
Oh, so okay. So wait. Let me hear this.
While running quite a bit. She can wall run, although she cannot wall jump while running. So Nanolay would be perfectly fine. She's not going to power creep Nanolay in that regard.
But they nerfed, bro. I'm so mad that they nerfed Nanolay's whole wall jump little like glitch, bro. They low-key nerfed Nanali to the ground for that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. You know when you use Nanali's skill and then you hit the jump like twice, if you time it right, ridiculous, bro. I can't believe that.
It's perfectly fine. But she's mostly meant to just, you know, run across the roads very fast. Her other life skills, though, she has a Mahjong life skill, which basically makes her consume more city stamina.
We ain't playing that, boy.
So if you really like that mini game, great for you, but some people would say that it's particularly slow. So up to you. If you're a big Mahjong player, you might like it.
We is not playing Mahjong, boy.
It's a cafe life skill, and I hope that they change this. I'm not going to say this is bad. I'm going to say it's not good right now, but it's one of those combo dishes that you have for your cafe where it's like, oh, if you have 3 of the same kind of dishes or whatever, you get more fonts, right? You get more of a fonts income for your cafe. Unfortunately, I believe hers is beverages right now. It's not like Lacrimosa, who has desserts. So I don't really think it's particularly
beverages. Get this out.
Right now, until they start to change the end game of the cafe a bit, so there is future potential that could actually pop up. Right
now, that's actually Garbacho.
It's not the best. So unfortunately, right now, the only thing that's great about her life skill is definitely her running around. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay portion. So Shinku is pretty much like a main DPS character who wants to be on field and she wants to accumulate something called rage. And rage is kind of like her separate ultimate energy, right? You know how?
Yeah, that's basically how she turns into like the whole, like, you know, form that basically starts with an M, ends with a Y. I'm not gonna say it, but we already know.
Over time. Well, Shinku basically has a rage meter where like if she punches something hard enough or whatever, she gets rage over time. Not over time, like every time she hits something, she gets rage. So she doesn't get ultimate energy normally like other characters that we know. She has her own unique thing to it. And the other thing is that if you counterattack, you actually get more too. She actually really heavily relies on enemies attacking her because her counterattack is pretty strong and is beneficial to her, which I'll get into later. But pretty much your main goal is to accumulate stacks, get these things called gazes on the enemy and everything like that.
Yeah.
Eventually use her big ultimate where she transforms into a new mode, does some heavy damage, accumulates more stacks, and pretty much just does like a big nuke at the very end, right?
And then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Yeah, we know this.
Aether does her ultimate. She can use her bike,
which I do not have, but low-key, if I'm still pulling for Shinku. Like, I don't know. Let me read what he has to say first before I make my decision. Because if so, then I'm going to use my S rank selector for Hathor. Like,
enhanced skill and kind of just goes to there are some issues with, and I'm not very happy. First of all, and this is just my opinion, right? I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty here. I'll explain all my reason why I'm saying this. Trust me, I'll get to it. But she does feel clunky. I'm not gonna take that away.
She feels clunky
in the sense that she feels clunky like Hathor and clunky like Chaos, actually. So we've had characters like that that have already felt clunky before. And the reason for it is because Hathor feels clunky because, well, she has to fully commit to her attack, and it leaves her open to getting hit, right? Chaos is the same way, still a very good character, but he has to do his charge attack to the side, leaves him open to getting punched, right? Shinku kind of has that, but almost like times 5 because, you know, she's gonna be open when she attacks. The good thing is that she can still like dodge easily and like cancel out her attacks, so she does have that for her.
Yeah.
She is pretty clunky and prone to being interrupted, which I'll get into later. That's not good either. And I feel really bad. Like, feels like I'm just like, you know, constantly bashing on her. But
I mean, I'm gonna give it a buck. I don't hear nothing too bad too far. I'm just came to the buck. I'm not hearing nothing too bad too far. Like, she is gonna have to stay on the battlefield though. I do know that because she has to build the meter. But if she gets, I just have to see. Let me hear.
Right? There's a good reason for it, and the reason for that is because a lot of her quality of life locked behind awakenings.
Oh. Okay, so this is what the comment was talking about. How bad is it, bro?
And I'm not talking about quality of life that you would think that would be absolutely broken for a character. I'm talking about quality of life that would almost like be essential for the character.
Is you hearing this, bro? So it looks like Iori is gonna have to be the must pull for people. Oh wow. Okay.
So let's take an example, for example. All right, I can't talk right now. So when it comes down to her ultimate, when she uses her ultimate, she gets 50% interrupt resistance. 50%. So she can be interrupted, right? And if you get an awakening, it goes up to 100%. So now she never...
What? Oh no! Are you... Hold on, wait. Let me make sure I'm hearing this right.
50% interrupt resistance.
And she gets 50%.
50%. So she can be interrupted, right? And if you get an awakening, it goes up to 100%.
That is ridiculous, quite frankly. That is no. That is ridiculous. You telling me that if we don't get her awakening, she can be erupted in the ultimate? How much ultimate does the damage does the ultimate do? Because unless this is like a nuke, which they did say type of ultimate, I'm not understanding why this is even.
So now she never gets interrupted. I don't know why that can't just be a part of her main kit where she just doesn't get interrupted. I feel like that should not be part of an awakening. The awakening should be like extra credit. You know what I mean? Like things to make them even more busted. I don't feel like a quality of life of just not getting interrupted when you use your skill should be locked behind a dupe. Like I'm not exactly okay with that. The other thing I'm not okay with is that she has these gaze stacks that she builds up as she attacks, and if you swap off her, she loses all of her stats.
This is why I say wait until the CN version gets it so we can know. That is ridiculous. Both of those is redonkulous, by the way. Absolutely redonkulous. Like, wow.
She has another awakening that makes it so she keeps her stats and she can even accumulate them.
Bro, so basically, you have to get the awakenings. You have to. No other... Bro, you didn't even need to get that for a Tori. I got 2 dupes in Nonally. It did help for now. I guess you can argue that Nonally does kind of need a dupe or 2, but like...
And in a game where you want to swap characters or go to your supports, that's a pretty big deal.
That is...
And then she also has another one that increases the amount of like her cap of her gaze too. That one, I won't really call much of quality off. It is pretty good. But that's kind of like what I mean. It's just, I'm not happy with the sheer amount of quality of life that this character probably should have had just in her main kit. And
bro, that is a huge deal. You telling me that if you don't get her dupe, that she's gonna like... When she can get erupted, and then when she swaps out, her stats are... Man, can you believe this? They must have known that I was about to go into more credit card debt and student loan debt for her. Okay.
That's why it makes it feel less fun to play if you are thrifty, right? Like if you are someone who's like a light spender or even like a dolphin or something, and you unlock this quality of life, I genuinely think you'll have a good... I think she can...
I mean, luckily for me, now should I be doing it? I don't know. But then again, NCE does not have a 50 flipping 50, so that actually enticed me more to get it. But at the same time, why is it like that should not be logged behind an awakening? Like she's going to be now, like without this awakening, I'm not going to even say she's not S tier, but like, is she even better than Nonally? Is she even better than Chaos? Like,
very strong. I don't want her to be strong just because you got the quality of life that everybody should have had.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, is she really even going to be up there with the top DPS in the game? Like, because I'm not really, I don't think so.
I mean, that's where I'm coming from. Is that like, I really hate to say this, guys, but like every character I pulled on China, like I pulled Chaos, I pulled Hattori, I pulled Lacrimosa, I've got Lacrimosa's signature, I even got, not Hattori's, I got Shinku's signature too, right? I even got her signature weapon. And like, I have never felt like underwhelmed with any gacha character so far, any limited time character. Like Lacrimosa was great, Hattori was great, Chaos, still great, right? Potential man, sure, but he was still stalled, and I could see him still getting better in the future, right? Perfectly fine. And I mean this with full transparency, guys. Like, again, I'm not trying to like, you know, just be hateful to all Shinku enjoyers.
Listen, bro, we get it. Like, listen, people need to know if this character is good or not. Like, we get it. I'm already skeptical though, because the fact that they are locking her basically stuff, quality of like stuff behind the kit, bro, she's definitely not even the top tier. Definitely not. If, for a free-to-play player, absolutely not. If you're a light spender, maybe, but that's the thing. Like, the fact that you have to get a dupe or two just for her to be considered good, like, insanity. I'm not gonna lie.
But Shinku was like the only character, right? Like the first character in Nevernest Everness where I felt right? I genuinely felt underwhelmed with how she played.
Wow. I've not felt that either, low-key, but then again, I did skip Lacrimosa and Chaos because I just don't see the need for them, quite frankly, for my team.
Did not enjoy how she played, and I wasn't even like happy with her performance, right? And maybe that's because she's probably meant for just like mobbing DPS. I get that. She does have an ability that increases her damage to non-boss enemies by 50% when she uses her ultimate. That's pretty good. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just don't think it's enough, right? I don't think it's enough. And I know that she actually got buffed on the China tester. I heard
she got buffed? Bro, so they already know they messed up. They already knew. And that's so crazy. It's actually making me mad.
To the grapevine that she actually got buffed multiple times on the
Okay, at this point, then clearly something is going on. Clearly something is going on then, because if she got buffed multiple times, bro.
China test servers, right? Like on China, it's like patch 1.2, but it's actually 1.2.6. You know, you have like that 0.6 of how many updates did we have with Shinku here to figure it out. And that's just kind of like what I mean, man. It's just like, I want her to be good. I really do. And she can be good, but she's got to be good for the price, right? And it's up to you if you want to pay that.
Are you willing to pay the price? Am I willing to pay the price when she can be in the crib, come to the car, we get to see some activities of her in the in-game world, even though you don't need her for that? Honestly, bro, if you're a free-to-play player, I would tell them like she's probably not worth it. Again, unironically, Iori is a must pull, bro. She is the must pull. Now, Loki, she might be better when Iori comes out though, so we might not want to jump into too many conclusions, but that does mean that you need Iori for her to be good. So that's like
but if you really just don't care, then she's fine, man. Like, you'll have a good time, right? If you like Shinku as a character and everything, of course that rainbow, you know, gumdrops and sugars, you know, answer everybody wants to hear. Always play your favorites, right? Play who you want to play. And
of course, play your favorites. I'm a meta type of guy though. Eventually, when the end game starts to, you know, ramp up, which I hope it does ramp up, because it is a little bit too easy for me, somebody that likes me, that's why I go for the meta picks. So even at the end of the day, I will still tell somebody to get a Iori. Just, I have to listen. Now obviously I'm the I'm the waifu guy. Like, obviously I'm going to pull like Shinku all day, any day of the week. I am going to pull her. But for a free to play player, I don't know. But then again, NCE does have no 50-50, so it is kind of lenient, honestly. You probably could just pull a whole bunch of units.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters. I can't refute that, right? But if you are looking for someone who's just like, you know, off pure efficiency or pure performance for your account, and you want to like hold your limited time gems to commit to somebody that's going to, you know, be beneficial to your overall account performance, I don't think Shinku will be for you if you're a light spender or even if you're free.
That's the thing that's like kind of like, dang, because I don't mind spending a little bit of the cash. I mean, I am in credit card debt, student loan debt. Car might even get reboed here. Don't tell the IRS. But with that being said, though, I don't know.
I don't think so, right? The popular.
If you're a free-to-play player, I would say don't even pull it. Which I already said that in the video before. I told you Iori is a must pull. She's a must pull. Like, I'm sorry, like, pull who you want to pull at the end of the day. This game is lenient right now. Just know that. I mean, Iori is going to be the short keeper of NTE. I'm just letting that be known now.
Is that you need 3 copies of her? I should.
Bro, I got 2 copies of non-elite. Bro, 3 is overkill. That's so much, bro. That is a lot. Dang, that's a lot, bro. That sucks, bro. That sucks.
Let's say need, but you probably want 3 copies of her, like an A3, to unlock all of those qualities. And again, I am open to being wrong. I really am. And ultimately, I have to make a guide about her, so I'm going to learn how she plays and figure it out myself. So if I end up being wrong, I mean, I'll make another.
True, this is like early CN impressions, and this is impression without Iori, but at the same time, the fact that she has like that whole 100% uninterrupted for the ultimate and the whole swap out thing, it seems like you need 2 dupes though, not 3. But I'll have to see the in game. Like, at this point, I'm gonna have to download the CN version, but
video, right? I'm okay with being wrong. I could be a clown. I'm open for discussion, for sure. But the thing is, I don't want to just open up the door and just say, hey, I understand this is your favorite character, but we have to look at it rationally. So again, I could be wrong. We'll see what happens.
Bro, I mean, I don't know why. No way people are going to be that sensitive if a character is Garbacho. If you're not a meta type of guy, this video really don't even apply to you. Quite frankly, if you are a meta type of guy, or you just know you want to future proof your box, then this is just valid. This happens in every gacha game. Like, I feel like he kind of scared to say it.
That she gets better, or like there's something that I'm missing here, maybe some kind of broken team that makes her incredible. That's what I want the most, right?
It's probably Iori, because Iori does buff, if I'm not mistaken. Like, she actually, bro, Iori heals, she revives, she buffs teams. Like, what does she not do?
Also
like,
want a character that's going to be applicable and fun to people of all price, right? Of all price ranges, no matter what. But again, if you just want to get her skins and just be happy and just use her just because she's cool, hey, I can't blame you for that.
I guess if you want to be a goon down man, either way, let's see what the comments are saying. Bro is saving for NTE 2. I don't know what he means by this. Bro is saving for NTE 2. I don't get it. Tell is oldest time, create an artificial problem, then sell the solution. Yep, that is looks like we already seen some practices. I mean, again, this does happen in gacha games. I just read a kit. I can tell you I changed my opinion. There's no actual issue. Non-pun is being vague on her rage mechanic. I will simplify. She accumulates rage by not attacking every 2 seconds of her appearance. When she attacks for the first time, she unleashes a nuke that's based on 100% per stack up to 800, and she gains her ult stacks. Her gimmick is literally taunting enemies to get stronger. Okay, you need exactly 10 seconds. If you failed every perfect dodge, and since the enemies are aggressive, you can expect around 5 seconds. Just don't counter. There's no indication that she will lose her ultimate after switching, only losing accumulated stacks if you didn't attack at all, so you can still buffer and switch. TLDR, basically they're saying that he's not understanding the kit, but it's fair because it's in Chinese. I managed to understand it somehow after a few reads. Which is why I feel like they need to get these servers synced up immediately. But at the same time though, it does help free to play players because they know what to spend and what not to spend. But I mean, this is not my first rodeo. I play games that are like, bro, I play games that are like, y'all, months apart. Like that was bad. I can deal with 1 week, but preferably I'd rather it be like a day, 2 days, but a week I can deal with that. The only awakening I say is good is the one that is increasing the stack to 16, so total 160 nuke on first attack, and it gains stagger bar reduction. Interesting. I'm seeing some hate comment, bro. I'm seeing some comments talking about you're skipping everything. I'm saying, why are you saying a character comes out, I'm skipping X and you should too? At this point, skip the game. Bro, I think he might be coming from a like meta mindset, which I mean, I'm the same way as well, and his mindset of like, bro, if I'm about to be spinning the arm and the leg, I want to make sure that I get the character that's worth the arm and the leg I'm about to spend. Like, this is, come on now. Thanks for being honest with the oppressions. Looking at her awakening, yes, I agree. Her A2 and A3 should be a part of her kit. Those are not increasing her damage by a lot, just guaranteeing to not be interrupted, which is like, that's the thing I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. So I don't know, guys. Should you be skipping for Shinku? Now, I'm be honest, guys. I'm just be honest. Am I going to be skipping? Absolutely not. Listen, sometimes in life you got to go for things that is not optimal. When I pulled for Jane Doe when she was not optimal, it was not the best thing to do. But now she's going to be optimal in ZZZ 3.1 because Remiel, the Void Hunter, is coming out. So I think that no. I think that's going to be a Shinku situation. Either way, we are definitely pulling her. Should you pull her? Do what you want to do with that information. If I was a free-to-play player, guys, and I'm being honest, like I'm being honest. If I was a free-to-play player, I would tell you, go ahead and just like summon on Iori easily. But at the same time, the thing about NTE is like, there's so many things you could use these characters for that I wouldn't even be mad at you if you did pull Shinku. So honestly, do what you want to do with that information. I'm about to go look at material Shinku though. That's what I am about